Yes?
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history. Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection. In 1776, the Second Judgmental Congress got together and adopted a document drafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson himself. It was the day the United States of America earned its name and secured its place in history. This magnificent achievement took form in the Declaration of Independence. Oh, would you? It would mean so much to me and the Society's collection here. Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives. Please ask then. After all, knowledge is power. Well, this is quite embarrassing, actually. I sent someone like yourself after the Declaration. She did some of the research for me, but now I haven't seen her in a few months. I wouldn't worry about it. Many have died for causes far less grand than what you're about to undertake. A piece of what was called parchment, sort of a thick paper, has faded handwritten writing all over it. It's no more than 2.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. If you find it, you should be able to roll it up carefully. On July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental Congress got together at Fort McHenry in Maryland. After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle hymn known as the National Anthem, the document was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably, and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War. Certainly. In the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you. Oh? And have you come to any conclusions? Indeed I do. Without the declaration, the rest of these relics are almost meaningless. I must have it. Acquire the document for me, and you'll be awarded most handsomely. What do you think? You'd secure your place in history. The man who rediscovered the Declaration of Independence. Imagine the fanfare. Sorry, my mind tends to wander. I will see to it that you receive a worthwhile trade. I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle. Bring me the declaration, and it's yours. I hope next time I see you, the declaration will be in hand. What wonderful artifacts have you brought me? Remember, treat the document with care. It's a fragile piece of our history.
Watch out for the mines. Quick, they're coming. Lock and load. They'll be here any second. Hey! Hang tight. There's always a second wave.
Hey.
Whew. Say, you're pretty decent in a firefight. Well, with what I do for a living, you need to be. Sorry, I'm being a complete asshole. I'm Sydney. It's good to meet a fellow relic hunter. Come on. You and I both know this is where the Declaration of Independence is stashed. No need to be coy about it. Good old Abraham Washington sent you on the same suicide mission he sent me on. Only problem is, you're not going to get it without my help. Simple. We pool our resources, grab the Declaration, then make for Rivet City and split the reward. I've studied the plans of this place, so without me, you are going to go in circles. What do you say? Smart move. Okay, the Declaration is secured in the Archive's strong room underground. There's a concealed cargo lift right here in the center of the rotunda. I've spent a few days hacking the lock with my remote terminal. When you're ready, punch in the password, let's get going. All I know is that it looks like a rolled-up piece of thick paper with all kinds of writing on it. Some famous document from a long time ago. Abraham Washington is a huge U.S. history nut. So, that's why he wants it so badly. There's a cargo lift right here in the rotunda. It should take us directly down to the lower levels. I was hacking the system right before we were attacked. The code should be, "We the People." Ha! I'm surprised that you care. Usually everyone looks out for themselves nowadays. What is it you want to know? I don't know. I grew up like pretty much every other girl in this crappy world. Spent most of my life just trying to keep away from slavers. One day out in the wastes, I stumbled across some poor bastard's body. On the body, I found info leading to some famous document. I had heard that Abraham Washington was looking for these scraps of paper. So I went after the thing. Turned out to be the Constitution. After he loaded me up with caps, I got pissed drunk, got laid, and was happy for the first time in a while. I haven't looked back since. Oh no. There's more than a lifetime supply of grade A crap in that place. Couldn't possibly do it alone. Like you, he hires anyone off the street. Honestly, I don't care what he does with that stuff. As long as the caps keep flowing, I'll be there to collect. Yeah, it is nice. I don't even sleep without it under my pillow. My father made gun ammunition for a living. Taught me everything about how firearms work. So I've spent my downtime tinkering with guns like my 10mm Ultra SMG here. It's like a hobby, I guess. Sorry, there's some things I still want to keep to myself. Maybe when I get to trust you better. Okay. Nope, I'm fine. Come on, less gawking and more walking.
From this!
What do you think you're doing?
Yes, what is it?
What's up? It's only a scratch. I'll be fine. Thanks. I'll use it right away. This is the long way down to the east wing. I'd suggest we head back to the rotunda and take the cargo lift. What's up? Oh!
Game's over! Game's over! No more games! Time to die!
What do you need? Very well. There may be danger here.
Today I address you with a message of utmost urgency. Our defenses have been breached, and soon we'll engage the enemy. Remember, the will of the people is the only legitimate foundation of any... Should be our first object.
East wing here. We'll have to make our way to it.
Distinguished representative of Georgia, I promise you I have not yet begun to fight.
What's up? They kept the declaration in the archive strong room that's at the end of the east wing here. We'll have to make our way to it. I'm ready. Lead on.
Every day is a good day to die.
If you can get through them.
Strike hard.
Step into the moment, but time will identify yourself. Long. Abide. Attack.
Disable it, and it should make our lives easier. What's up? Thanks. I'll use it right away. What's up? If you can find and disable the turret generator, most of the turrets in the east wing should go offline. can feel it.
Penetrate our defenses any deeper. With the blood of the dead. Remember, our cause is noble. It is the cause of mankind.
What's up? Up ahead should be the door to the archive strong room. That's where they keep the Declaration.
The enemy is at the gates. Now is the time for the greatest of rallying cries. Wish not so much to live long as to live well.
You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But I have not yet begun to fight. I cannot allow you to steal our freedom. The Declaration must remain here. It is our symbol of hope, the one thing that cries out, we are a free nation. Why, I am Button Gwinnett, second signer of the Declaration of Independence and distinguished representative from Georgia. I know your fighting prowess far exceeds my own, but I will still duel you to the death if I must. What will it be then? Rapiers? Pistols at dawn? Out with it! This is no mere document, sir. This is the doctrine laid down by my fellow members of the Second Continental Congress. It absolves us of the tyranny of King George III of Great Britain. It is perhaps the greatest symbol of this free nation. Petty lies and deceit may be the way of Great Britain's crown, but I will not succumb to such tomfoolery. Since it appears you wish to resolve this without bloodshed, may I suggest you stand down and surrender? I can promise that you will be treated well, in a manner accustomed to any member of the Royal Army. Please explain, but I warn you, I am well versed on the tactics of the underhanded Redcoat spy. You do well to remember that. Interesting. I had a plan for just this sort of situation. Perhaps this will prove that you're here as an ally rather than an enemy. We create a forgery of the Declaration and send it off to Great Britain. It might be just the delay we need to get the document out of here safely. I'd love to be at court when King George finds out he wasted all his resources gaining a forgery. We have to be cautious, though. The British scholars would recognize a poor duplicate almost immediately. If you were to bring me some iron gall ink, I could produce a mirror-perfect duplication. The best place to find some would be in the Arlington Library, which is why I have been unable to do this myself. After all, I can't abandon these fortifications. Very well, but don't think too long. We don't have much time. My spies say their tall ships are sailing into our harbors even as we speak. The journey will be rife with peril, I'm afraid. You cross Farmer Smith's cornfield and make your way up Greenleaf Hill. Ford your way across Quick Run Creek and make for the horse path. When the pines thin out, you need to make your way along the edge of Arlington. Watch out for redcoats. They have a garrison there. The building across from the fish market is the library. Look for the old clock tower. I'm afraid until I know exactly what your intentions are, I can't divulge that top secret information. Oh, very well. There's no harm in that. Yes, I was proud to participate in the signing of the Declaration of Independence, along with 55 of my fellow freedom fighters. It was an honor to have my signature among those of Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams, except maybe for Hancock, that show-off. On July 4th, 1776, the Second Continental Congress declared that the original 13 colonies of America were now free and independent states. This paper stated their intentions to sever all ties with the monarchy in Great Britain and operate as an independent nation. It's perhaps the single most important document in United States history. Very well. Although it's often pictured as if all of the delegates signed the paper in a grand meeting, the delegates often signed it in secret, one at a time. I've not yet begun to fight. Have you reached a decision? Will you assist me in forging a copy of the Declaration? The Lee Resolution, enacted 2 days earlier, was the actual Independence Declaration. The Declaration itself was an expansion of that resolution for public consumption. Give me liberty, or give me death. You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But you, sir, are a liar. You've breached our You, sir. You've breached our defenses. You. You've breached our defenses. You. complete fool. I too have spies, and they tell me you have no army with you. However, since you've admitted to being the enemy and you have no wish to surrender, I'm afraid you'll have to be executed for your crimes.
Over here.
You've breached our You've breached our Saints alive! It is both an honor and a privilege, sir. I was hoping this day would arrive. I hope these fortifications are up to your high standards, sir. All of my men await your command to push and retake the capital. May I ask where you intend to bring the document? A new president? So the stars and stripes truly are forever. All hail the red, white, and blue. Does this mean the war is over? Have we won? It's over? Amen to that. Then I suppose my posting here at the fort is complete. I think you said it best when you said, we in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. It has been both an honor and a privilege to serve in the Army of the United States. What are your final orders? Then I choose to take a long-needed rest. I think you'll find that the rest of my men are long due for the same. I hereby relinquish command and control of this fortification to you. Good luck to you, Mr. Jefferson, and give Sally my regards.
What's up? Let's get the hell out of here. Time to get paid and get drunk. There should be an elevator to the upper levels somewhere around here. Rivet City, here we come. What's up? Let's head for Rivet City. It's a bit of a hike, but I want to get back there so I can start spending my caps. Don't worry, I know exactly where it is. We should make it in one piece. Let's head for... Huh. Sorry.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the Capital Preservation Society. I can't wait to add the Declaration to the Society's collection. Oh my! I never expected anyone to find this! I didn't even know it was still intact! Well, certainly a reward is in order for your efforts. How about 100 caps? Thank you very much. Indeed I am. Although there were several copies made of the document, I certainly never expected to come across one intact. What do you say to 75 caps for it? Thank you very much. Oh my lord, I never I'm utterly shocked. You two have earned your places in the annals of American history. Yes, indeed. You will be remembered for this great day. I will award Sydney's promised bounty to her personally. No need to worry yourself about that. Enjoy your reward, my friend. You've earned it.
Hello. What's up? You know, I think I've had my fill of wasteland roaming and picking through ruined buildings for a while. I'm just gonna kick back and spend my caps. But thanks for asking. Huh, I'm surprised that you care. Usually everyone looks out for themselves nowadays. What is it you want to know? Yeah, it is nice. I don't even sleep without it under my pillow. My father made gun ammunition for a living. Taught me everything about how firearms work. So I've spent my downtime tinkering with guns like my 10mm Ultra SMG here. It's like a hobby, I guess. Okay. I thought he was the best. My mom was long gone, so all we had was each other. He used to call me his little moonbeam. How sappy is that? But when I was 14, he vanished and left me all alone. Never even said goodbye. I cried for a week. Do I have to tell you what it's like for a young woman alone in the wasteland at that age? I don't know where he went, and I don't care. I just hope he got what he deserved, the son of a bitch. What? Oh my God. That's his voice. It's really him. I can't believe you brought this to me. Oh, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Wait, here. Take my 10mm Ultra SMG. It's never let me down. Besides, I won't really need it anymore. Well, now that we brought back the Declaration, I think I'll take my cut of the earnings and head out to get drunk. Look me up in the underworld if you ever need me. I usually hang there since ghouls don't hit on me all the time. Yeah, see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. What brings you by Rivet City today? Oh, it treats me well. I'm sure it will be even better now that we have the Declaration of Independence. Hopefully we can add more to the collection and increase our foot traffic. Well, I suppose that's goodbye then. Come again anytime.